And that's a good one. Number 19, Conan Jennings, the redshirt senior from Ohio, will go up against the #1 wrestler at heavyweight in the country, Gable Steveson. He's 21-0 this season, has taken down everyone on a very talented list of opponents he's faced. Looking to add one more ranked casualty to that list.
Stevenson's he's the talk of the town. You know, he two-time cadet world champion, junior world champion. He starts with a quick takedown there against Jennings. He won the 2018 Cliff Keen championship.
Last time out, he pinned Deuce Rachel in just 147. This guy has just arrived on the scene and been a true monster at the heavyweight class.
Yeah, truly, and it's really interesting. You look at heavyweight, how much of the size discrepancy you can have. I mean, Conan Jennings is all of 285, and Gable Stevenson's he's a smaller guy, and he's clearly an effective wrestler, and that doesn't really make a big difference for him.
Conan gets the escape, now down just 2-1. But he has his work cut out for him with how active Steveson is, and just like that, another takedown. And how rare is it you see someone that nimble move around Conan Jennings like that?
And he gets just a firm grasp of that ankle and is able to take him down so well with his strength there.
Steveson has wins over the number 5, number 6, number 3, 10, and 14 ranked wrestlers at his weight class.
Is that good?
You tell me.
I think the answer to that is yes.
Could be, you know, obviously a lot of season left, but type of first year that could potentially win an NCAA championship is historic type of territory that we're talking about.
Are you telling me it's no coincidence his first name is Gable then? I'll leave that one be.
Yeah. Trying to score some back points on Jennings here. He's already up 4-1 about halfway through this first period. Jennings scored a 3-2 decision over number 9, Trent Hilger of Wisconsin, which was an impressive feat for him. But again, just how unrelenting is that? You face number 9 at heavyweight, now you have number 1.
That was a great performance for Conan Jennings. Northwestern was up 3 points, or excuse me, was up 4 points in the duel against number 11, Wisconsin. He needed to, if he lost, he would have had to have lost by only a decision. And he went out and beat and won the darn thing. So a great performance against number 9. Trent Hilger there against Wisconsin. And Conan Jennings in his career has wrestled tons of bouts. He's the kind of guy, I feel, that he really gets up for a big-time opponent for sure, which I think most competitive wrestlers do.
He had an escape there while we were discussing Steveson. It's 4-2. A takedown would put him right back with the tie at 4-4, but again, Steveson does have 1:34 of riding time. About 50 seconds left in this first period, and Conan has held his own, but it doesn't look like he'll be getting a takedown on Steveson anytime soon. We'll see. Steveson having a glance at the clock, 30 seconds left, thinking about his next move. Jennings trying to hold him off using his mass and strength, which makes him just so hard to take down. Steveson eludes that Jennings attempt almost with some indignance. That does it for the first period. 2 takedowns for Steveson. Moved with some blazing speed to start the period. Jennings has 2 escapes. How much of those were by Stevenson's design, we don't know. But head to the second period, Jennings down just 2.
And the score being 4-2 is really, I mean, it's an okay place for Jennings to be. You look at some of the recent results from Steveson, a major decision win, a tech fall, a decision. I mean, this is the kind of guy that puts up a lot of points in a hurry, and Conan Jennings is the kind of guy that doesn't tend to give up a lot of points in a hurry just based off of his size and his wrestling skill. So 4-2 is a solid place to be, but being on bottom against Gable Steveson is probably not a place you want to be.
That riding time inching towards 2 minutes as we speak. Jennings trying to get back to his feet. Think of it as 5-2 and needs an escape and a takedown to make some stuff happen. Can't get to his feet. Steveson unrelenting on top. Jennings on his feet now, but Steveson brings him back down. The well-placed foot. 45 seconds gone in the second period. Still a 3-point lead for Steveson considering the riding time. There's an escape. Now it's 4-3 on the board, but Steveson just used that as an attempt to get right back at Jennings. Thought about a pin there on the edge. Jennings did good work to evade it. So that's 6-3 now.
But I mean, you talk about the kind of season Conan Jennings has had in this last year here in Evanston. I mean, he posted a win over Mason Paris at the Midlands. Paris is wrestling unattached for the Wolverines. They pulled his red shirt not long after the tournament. He's ranked 8th in the nation now. He has a win over him. Beat Yusuf Hamida at the end of last year. Beat Amar Desi of Oregon State last year. So he really has a litany of strong wins in his career. And he sits 19 now. He has some unranked losses. Sort of what we were talking about before. He gets up for the big-time matches. And this is certainly one of them. But Steveson has a 6-3 advantage here with 35 seconds left to go in the second period.
Had a strong showing at Midlands, finished second. 4-3 decision in the final to Tanner Hall. No shame in that one.
Tanner Hall, a tremendous wrestler, wrestling unattached for Arizona State this season. So not ranked there, but is essentially a ranked loss there to a really strong grappler.
Jennings laboring here, 3-point deficit as we close the second period. That riding time now locked in. As we finally hit the buzzer for the second period. So 6-3 lead here for Gable Steveson, the #1 wrestler at heavyweight. 1 period left to go in this one. Effectively 7-3. That riding point locked in for Steveson, and Jennings will need a few takedowns, but Steveson seems that whenever he wants to, he could have his way. Although a point given to Jennings for that violation by Steveson might have just hit him in the face, the ear, the headpiece. You know exactly what happened better than I do.
I didn't see exactly what happened, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But it was 1 point awarded to Jennings, so 6-4 is the advantage for Minnesota.
Jennings with a takedown can make things interesting, but Steveson just drives right through Jennings. Again, there's maybe 1 or 2, 3 wrestlers like we've seen that can drive through someone like Conan Jennings like that, and now it's 8-4 lead. 30 seconds gone in the final frame. Looking ahead for Northwestern, they wrestle next Sunday against #4 Iowa. 4th-ranked Hawkeyes, always a wrestling powerhouse in the Midwest, should be a good one. Here at Welsh Ryan, we'll be happy to have you back joining us then. Minnesota has another Big Ten matchup against Wisconsin next weekend. They'll be back on the road on Friday.
That Iowa duel for Northwestern be highly sought after for the 125-pound redux with Spencer Lee and Sebastian Rivera. Rivera pulled off the win over Lee at the Midlands this season. And just a few weeks later, they'll meet up again here at Welsh Ryan Arena.
I have to give Conan some credit. That escape leaves him at just 8-5. Again, with that extra point, it'll be 9-5. But like you said, looking at Steveson's resume, he just racks up bonus points all the time. And Conan Jennings, given his style, the way he wrestles, it's tough to do that. But also, to give him credit here for holding his own.
100%.
30 seconds left. Steveson trying to get another takedown to close this out. Conan Jennings. We heard a lot of the loud slap there on the head of Conan Jennings. But still hanging in. 10 seconds left to go. 19th ranked Jennings acquitted himself well, but in the end, Gable Steveson, the #1 wrestler in the country, didn't wrestle his best bout by any standards and still will walk away with the 9-5 decision at heavyweight.